What's going on? My name is Colonel Calm. First time doing this, as you can tell. I'm just gonna go with it. So, I guess I want to say a story. Um, because it actually kind of seems pretty lucrative to make a YouTube channel. I've never really wanted to put my face out there, but whatever. So, I just had a kid recently, and that's been crazy. But before, while my wife was pregnant, I was really thinking about my position in life, where I am, where I should be, if I'm getting paid enough, all that type of shit. Um, and I mean, I was getting paid pretty decent, but not really good. And I knew that I kind of got some potential that should be tapped. Um, just given what I was already pulling off in my life. So I decided, fuck it. I'm going to quit my job. Whatever money I got, I'm going to go all in with. And let's see what I create. So I quit after my child was born. I went on paternity leave, actually, first. And yeah, that was good. Totally recommend. Um, you know, get your value for your tax dollars. Anyways, um, after my child was born, during the entire time that I was on paternity leave, I was thinking like, oh man, I'm not really happy with the state of my career. Um, I'm not really happy with the autonomy that I have within the company. I'm not happy with the respect I have within the company. Um, so I decided that it's just time. I've always been an aspiring entrepreneur. I've started ventures in the past, but really didn't maybe have the maturity to understand what it actually means to start something. But at this point, I'm in my 30s. Um, I kind of get it, Can't be a kid forever. Um, so I said, if I think that the person I'm working for isn't doing it right, and I don't have the ability to change it at all, uh, my only choice really is to leave, right? I think Confucius says something about that. We could look that up later, but I don't feel like doing that now. Um, so then I had to think about a plan, right? After COVID happened, I kind of turned my life upside down, and I made it so it's very cheap for me to live. And that means I'm living with family. Okay? Yes. Take advantage, not in a bad way. Take advantage gracefully and, bring value. But, you know, nothing better than living with your family and loving your family and trying to prosper with your family. And, you know, it's also very smart financially. So, since I've been living so cheaply, and my wife and I had capital saved, I decided it's time for me to apply this capital myself. Anybody who makes anything seems to spend it, right? Like, and I don't mean spend your money on tools that you don't know how to use because you want to be a professional YouTuber or whatever. Like, at least learn what the fuck you're doing first. I mean, literally though, um, what brings value is ownership of things. There's, assets and there's liabilities or whatever, but still, having a liability and owning it outright is better than not having one, right? Like, wouldn't you rather have a car than not have a car? So there you go. There's value in it. That you're able to travel with that and all that type of stuff. So I said, all right, I got to start owning stuff with my money. Um, didn't have a lot, uh, but a substantial amount. Definitely more than anybody than regular, you know, than a person with responsibilities and a job is willing to spend willy nilly, right? You wouldn't drop 50K in a car if you only have 50K saved up, right? So value comes from work, value comes from ownership, value comes from creation. So value doesn't really come from money sitting on the bank. I mean, unless you have a lot, like a lot, right? And then you get interest rates or you have a lot invested and money makes money. But at my position where I'm just getting paid an average salary, um, an average professional salary, but it doesn't matter. Since COVID, house prices doubled. I can't afford a house comfortably with my salary, along with my child and everything else that I aspire to have. So that was also part of the motivation, the drive to um, take the leap, but it's not really a leap, right? Like, I'm already fucking doing shit that boggles my mind at work and working hard to pull it off. Okay, so let's say I'm not sitting 40 hours in somebody else's office or 60 hours in somebody else's office. And I spend that 60 hours thinking about how I can work my capital for my benefit. And I've made some money already. It's good. It wasn't too hard. As soon as I started thinking about it, I realized opportunities that were just a phone call away because I've made friends, but I've also grown in expertise. Um, and I know that my skills are sought after. So, 3 months after my child was born, I did it. I quit my job. I said, I'm not going to do this anymore because I think I would benefit more from spending my time applying my capital for my benefit. It didn't have to be that way. But it's what ended up happening. So I'm trying to think about what I'm going to call this video, but I don't even know what I talked about. So I'm going to rewatch it. I don't know if I'm going to post it, but it's okay. It does seem lucrative to get a YouTube channel, though. I wonder if anybody will show up if I go live right now. That'd be crazy.